Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Friday, April 10th. And Andrew, we got a lot going on in the sports world, brother. We're in the middle of the Masters. We got the national championship game just wrapped up. Basketball portal season is in full swing. Major League Baseball is in full swing. College baseball is halfway done. Spring football. Just a good time to be a sports fan in the United States of America, brother.
Absolutely. Flowers are blooming.
80 degrees outside here in Arkansas.
Yeah. Doing good.
Yeah. Good time. Lot to talk about. Obviously we had our big Masters preview last pod. We'll touch base on the first round of the Masters that happened today. Course won again in the second half of the day for sure. Once those greens dried up, boys, scores were high.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start with Michigan winning the national championship on Monday night. No surprise, they were 7-point favorites. UConn did cover, so I think you called that. Michigan win and a UConn cover. Michigan with a 6-point win. It was kind of a defensive game. A lot of missed shots. You know, the non basketball fan was like, it was kind of a boring game. But you know, to win national championships, you got to play offense and defense. It can't just be offense. And so, anyways, Dusty May gets his first natty. What'd you think of the game?
It was fun. I mean, it was entertaining for sure. I kind of wish I'd have watched a lot more Michigan this year. They were, man, I just felt like every time UConn like drove to the basket, there was two dudes from Michigan in the air,
so big,
swinging hands. So, yeah, it's I don't know. I actually enjoy seeing really good defense played out. So that was fun for me. It's easy to say I would love to have had that team after winning a national championship, but man, I don't know. It's just Nolan's team. Like when we were kids, we're usually really good defensively, and so it was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. I mean, just it had to have been so frustrating if you were a UConn fan, just because I feel like just anytime anybody was getting shots, there's two Michigan guys in the air, just ready to get a hand on it, and it just looked like it was super frustrating to be a UConn guard Monday night. So
well, that was all year. I mean, I watched some Michigan, not a ton, but them and Florida were known as being the two biggest teams, with the front lines and it's kind of obviously making a comeback. Florida winning the Natty last year with the bigs and was a 1 seed this year, and then Michigan just running through the tournament. They spanked Alabama, they spanked Tennessee, they spanked Arizona, and Dusty May, give him credit. He went out and got the huge front line, and now because of that, and everybody has seen the success that Dusty and Michigan had, big men, their price in the portal is just so inflated. It's just ridiculous what these big men are asking. The big guy for LSU got $3 million to go to Xavier. Do you even remember a big guy from LSU? I mean, he was okay. I mean, he wasn't even an all SEC player.
Yeah.
But he got $3 million to go to, and that 3.5 was one of the highest paid dollar values all last year in the portal. I know Yaxel got more and some guys got more than that, but it was very rare to see anybody get over 3. And now, you got middle of the road bigs getting paid $3 million, and I think Michigan single-handedly has completely overinflated the bigs in the transfer portal market, and it's and we're going to talk about the portal here in a minute, but the bottom line is Cal hates the portal. He says he doesn't do bidding wars, but something's got to give.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Somto Surreal, I think that's the one we'll start with. That's obviously was the one that made sense. When he entered the portal, he entered with the no contact tag, and everybody pretty much knew that that meant he was between Miami and Arkansas. And Miami, Jay Lucas was Cal's recruiting coordinator at Kentucky when Cal got Somto to commit to Kentucky. Um, but like naturally, they're like, oh yeah, like he's gonna go to Arkansas. Like, well, the rumor on the street is that the Arkansas people have told a couple of the local beat guys that they're out on Somto because he came out immediately and Miami's offering him $4 million and Arkansas had him valued at like two.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, I don't think you could panic, but you're gonna have to overpay for a big.
Yeah.
And if Santo really is going to Miami, which he's got a visit scheduled on Saturday, that's the first day you could take visits is Saturday. He's
Mm-hmm.
got a visit scheduled to Miami. That's the only one we know of that he's taking. Um, JP Estrella from Tennessee, big kid. He was already committed to Michigan. Flory from Kansas, the number one player in the portal. He's between, Texas Tech and I don't remember who all is in on him, but he's got three at school. Like all the best bigs are already narrowing down their list, and Arkansas ain't on them. So, do we trust in Cal that he can get over his selfishness? Not selfishness. That's not the right word. That he can get over his stubbornness with
Stubbornness. Yeah.
this, and you know, play the game, or I mean, I don't know. Where do you sit? How are you feeling right now about all this?
Well, I'm hoping he's got some things in the works. Now surreal. I haven't gone and verified this, but somebody posted the other day that uh in their game against St. Louis where they got blown out in the tournament, somebody posted his stat line is 0 points and 1 rebound.
Yeah,
Now I know it's a 1 game sample size, but you know, maybe there are better finds out there for $5 million than him. Um, who knows? I'm just saying, but I'm hoping you got some things in your back pocket and that it works out. Because we've kind of been 0 for 2 in 2 seasons on our front line. Even though I think last year's was promising, like we talked about, Adrian
yeah. Adu just
was
got
off
hurt, but
conference too.
yeah,
Yeah. But this year you missed for sure.
for sure.
Not that we didn't have moments of potential, but yeah, it just wasn't a we saw the difference when we played a true number one seed. We saw the difference in talent and the gap of where we need to make up. So I'm hoping you figure it out, but if we go another season of just freshman guard leading the scoring charge and relying on that and no defense, which we've talked about, this guard class coming in is much better defensively, but we have to hit on some bigs, and you got to pair it with some bigs with experience that are gonna, you know, make people fear coming in the lane. Otherwise, if we go another year like this, I'm gonna start making some Dabo comparisons to Cal. Once, you know, top of the. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, he's already there. So, but a once top of the league coach that is just not willing to adapt to the current game. And if you don't, you're gonna get left behind. And you can keep doing it your way, and you can still be relevant. Clemson's still relevant. People still talk about Clemson. I mean, some people had them as their national champion last year. But uh, if 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 you don't adapt, you're gonna. I mean, that's the whole thing. If history teaches you anything, if you don't adapt, you get left behind. So it's I'm hoping that he can pull some rabbits out here and get some guys and get some guys that work. I mean, let's take a Euro trip seemed to work out
Mhm.
for like half the teams in the Elite Eight. So let's.
Yeah.
But he's talked to get out against the European players. So
Yeah.
you gotta he's got to figure it out, or I mean, obviously his job's not in jeopardy anytime soon, but it's if you're wanting to compete at the highest level, like I said, we saw the gap when we played an elite team. We were not an elite team. We had a very elite player, but as far as an elite team, we saw the gap of what we needed to do to play one of those teams or to compete with those teams. So um, I'm hoping he's got something in the works because otherwise we're gonna get left behind. we'll
Yeah.
be sweet, we'll be Sweet 16, and that's as far as we're ever gonna get.
Yeah. I'm kinda torn on it. Like, I'm not panicking. So one thing about Cal is he's not like Muss. Like, Muss was very open about, like, if somebody was making a visit on campus, the whole world knew about it. With
Hmm.
Cal, he keeps it very under wraps.
Yeah.
The whole Nelly Davis thing last year, like, nobody even knew Nelly took a visit. And next thing
Hmm.
you know, it's like, hey, Nelly Davis, the number one player in the portals, committed to Arkansas.
Hmm.
And nobody even knew he came to look, and he did. And
Yeah.
so they do a really good job of kind of keeping things quiet. Um, there's a lot of connections with some of the elite guards in the portal to
Hmm.
Arkansas, which I
Hmm.
find kind of we do need a guard, especially with DJ leaving
Yeah.
and Carter. Like, we do have to go get a guard, not a wing, not a slasher, but a guard. Um, there's a lot of connections to some of the best. I mean, Rob Wright out of BYU, like supposedly it's Kansas, Kentucky, or Arkansas. Isaiah Johnson out of Colorado. Um, you know, really the best guards in the class are they have Arkansas attached to them every time you get on Twitter.
Hmm.
Oh, is Arkansas's in the finals. So it just makes me wonder, like, I know we're talking to bigs. I know we're gonna get a big, but it almost I don't know. It almost scares me that they know maybe Malik's gonna be gone, so they're already pouncing on another guard. But if Malik comes back and then you got this stud guard and Jordan Smith and Billy, you know, I don't know. I'm glad it's not me having to figure out this roster and this
Yeah.
money. Um, David Punch is a big name. Came out of TCU, entered the portal yesterday. 6'7", 6'8", power forward type player. He's very similar to Aduthiero. I mean, he's
Okay.
strong as an ox. He had like 21 and 11 on Florida or something when they played. I mean, he's a top 10 player in the portal probably, but he's only 6'7", 6'8". But if you have the arrow body type, then I feel like that's kind of the physicality we need. I'm not as
Hmm.
worried about you being a shot blocker if you got that frame. Um, but I don't know. I, so Paulo Samito, half y'all probably don't even know who that is. He was a 7-1 kid that was on the bench for Arkansas all year this year. Um, I can't even remember his story. He's from overseas. I think he may have played 1 year, maybe at a prep school in America. I don't know his story. I'm not gonna act like I do. Um, but he was a late commitment to Arkansas last year, and
Hmm.
he is 7-1. Now he's skinny, but with him being the only person that's come out publicly and said that they're staying, that makes me think that Cal and the staff think he could contribute next year, and B, that obviously he thinks that he could contribute next year, and that's just a rotational piece that I think they're counting on. Surely to God, I don't think he's starter ready, but anytime you can bring a 7-1 off the bench, just to be your third or fourth guy, in the
Hmm.
post, so you're not having to play Billy at the 4 all the time,
Yeah.
like, um, so that tells me that if you got Paolo and if say Malik Ewan stays, you need to go get 2 more. You need to go get a 4, a standout 4, and a pretty good 5, preferably a standout 5. But
Mm.
I don't know. I just keep every time I get on Twitter, I just see all these guards and Arkansas is connected to them. Then I see these bigs and Arkansas is not connected to them, and I don't. I'm not concerned. In Cal I trust. I think he has a plan. Um, I think he hit 2 years ago with the Duke the Arrow. And I mean, that was kind of cheating because he came from Kentucky with him. And Jonas Ady from Tennessee was like one of the best bigs in the portal, but
Yeah,
he was hurt the whole year. And at the end
yeah,
of the year, he was unstoppable.
right, yeah,
Um, so he kind of hit that year. Last year, obviously, we don't feel like he hit with Pringle and Ewan. So I don't know. Like this is gonna be kind of the one that either turns it one way or the other. Like I think Malik Ewan would be a great backup five.
yeah,
I mean, I think he's a fine SEC player. I mean, he had several double doubles this year, but
hmm,
we've seen that's not who we want to trot out.
right,
Against Florida next year, against Houston, against Michigan State. As your starting five. So
mm,
I don't know. Um, I'm gonna give it. Hopefully, with visits starting this weekend, there may be some things starting to drop, some news in the next 4 or 5 days. Um, But one thing Cal does not do is Cal does not panic buy. So if Will Wade goes and gets somebody, and Nate Oates goes and gets somebody, and Kentucky pull, like Cal's not gonna be like, oh crap, what do I got to do? Like that's just not Cal. Like he beats to his own drum. He's got his own plan. He's gonna stick to it, whether it's stubborn or not. Like that's what he's gonna do. So
hmm,
I don't know. We'll see. Um, the last thing on the portal, I guess, there's 1,000 names. We could go over 10,000 names,
hmm,
and we're not going to do that. We kind of did that a couple of pods ago. There is like what 2,500 names in the portal. Like over half of eligible Division One basketball players are in the portal, um, which is just embarrassing. But
hmm,
Chuck Martin, Cal's I want to say he's his top assistant. I don't know if he technically, I don't know if he's an associate head coach or not, but Chuck Martin has left.
what's the guy from Louisville that came
Oh,
up?
Kenny Payne.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I think these are associates.
So Chuck Martin has left to go to North Carolina to join Mike Malone. Um, that's, I guess you can't blame a guy for going to North Carolina. Um, but whenever you're in the portal race season and maybe one of these guys maybe Chuck Martin was a guy who initially made contact with a couple of these guys and now he's gone um but I don't know. Cal's kind of I hate to say stubborn again, but like he has his staff
Hmm,
and he's not going to go out and get some analytical guru who's going to come in and be the analytical guy. He's probably going to go get some, or he may promote from within Tyler Eulis or somebody. I don't know, but um Chuck Martin gone to UNC. Does that I don't think it helps that you're losing an assistant coach as soon as the portal
right,
pops open.
yeah, yeah. I'd say indifferent, probably. Um, I mean, recruiting is probably um the only area of concern. I don't think Cal's taking in a ton of advice on the sideline on what to do in a situation or whatever. At this point in his career, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you hate to see him go. You'd like to keep the staff
Yeah,
intact.
just because he was with him at Kentucky,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of I don't know. I don't know what the appeal. I mean, North Carolina is obviously a blue blood, um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird whenever you feel like Muss. Muss treated his assistants like crap, and they came, dude. They were in and out on a yearly basis. The staff
Hmm.
turnover with Muss was just crazy staff turnover.
Yeah.
Um, but Cal's like had his guys for like long time.
Hmm.
And so I don't know. It's kind of weird that one of his guys is leaving, to not be a head coach. If you're going to be a head
Hmm.
coach, whatever. But like I said, it's hard to blame a guy going to North Carolina, but I don't know if he has any ties to Mike Malone or not. Did we talk about Mike Malone on the last podcast?
No, we did not know who
Okay.
the coach was last time.
Yeah, so
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina has hired Mike Malone out of left field.
Mm-hmm.
Head coach of the Denver Nuggets when they won the NBA championship, 3 years ago. Obviously, takes the title and the credit for Jokic, arguably the most dominant. I mean, you hate to ever say the word ever, but he is an unbelievable animal that can do everything. Um, I don't know. That one kind of shocked me. I think that was a panic, maybe a panic hire. Like, oh, Tommy Lloyd turned us down. Oh, Dusty May turned us down. Oh, Billy Donovan's making us wait. Oh, we gotta go hire somebody. Oh, his daughter plays volleyball here at North Carolina. He'll come here to be close to his daughter. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not he's never. I mean, I think he coached at Providence like in the late '90s, maybe, but like he's been an NBA guy forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. A place like Carolina taking a chance on a guy who's not really a college coach. He's either going to win a natty or he'll be fired in 2 years. It's going to blow up. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
which one. I don't see it being like a solid, Sweet 16, Elite Eight. Like I think it's going to either be great or blow up. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on Mike Malone?
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of talked to the culture of North Carolina about, excuse me, that like the culture had kind of gotten away at Carolina, and it was getting like too like good old boy, like embracing the tradition, kind of like what we've talked about in football here at Arkansas, of just like not embracing the former athletes that you have that you could reach out to help the program be great. Kind of sounded like Carolina was getting away from that kind of stuff in basketball, and I mean they got a plethora of former athletes that were very proud to wear the baby blue. So, uh, excuse me, new dad over here. But yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, you could definitely do worse than somebody that's won an NBA championship in the last few years. So, and I mean, super wrongfully terminated in the
Yeah, yeah, dude, he got
uh,
screwed.
so
Yeah,
yeah, it's seems like a good. I mean, schools like that, unless it's just an obvious choice, it's the fit is going to seem kind of weird just because of where it is, the school that it is, the prestige that they have. So, you know, I think you could do worse, but we'll
yeah,
see how
yeah.
it shakes out.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out with Mike Malone. Um, yeah. So that's it for the portal. We'll have some news, or maybe not on Tuesday's pod. If we got a big announcement, or if we're still just kind of taking our time with it. So, um, moving on to the Masters, day one of the Masters. Hello, my friends, is in the books. Jim Nance. We should have had some audio of Jim Nance. When we
Oh,
moved to the Masters segment, we
yeah.
should have clipped an
Get
audio
the
there.
get the piano going. Ding
That's
ding
right.
ding.
That's right.
Ding ding ding.
Um, after one round, your boy Rory McIlroy, 5 under on day one. I really didn't hear anybody talking about Rory. Like, he won it last year. He's won the Grand Slam. It was obviously very emotional, like the one he'd been missing for so long. And dude, he came out 5 under, tied for first place. You gotta give Rory, whether you like him or hate him, um, good for him. Cause it would have been easy, like after last year's win, to just throw that green jacket on at the champions dinner, give a speech, still just relive his last couple moments as a reigning champion, and he got the weight off his back of not winning the Masters ever. But good for Rory. He got out early this morning, went low early this morning.
Mhm. Yeah, he turned it on the back nine and just,
Mhm.
like, his approaches to the greens were incredible, so acting like he's played in 17 Masters before. So, uh, yeah, just I watched his interview after his round, and just basically the weight was off of him, and
Yeah.
he could basically play free. He talked about in years past where if he would get into the wood, like into the trees, like he'd panic and not really know what to do. And he said today it was just pretty easy feeling just to punch out and get into good spots, and then it freed him up on the back nine to have a great little run there. So yeah, I'm not a Rory guy. I kind of was when he was a little younger. Something in his older age, I don't know, I'm not a
He
fan.
whines
But
a lot. He's a whiner.
yeah, yeah, and so, but I mean, impressive uh round today, and I think they said it was his lowest day one round ever in his. I haven't fact checked that, but I think I heard that today. But but there's a lot of good names here in the top 10, 15. So it's gonna be should be fun the rest of the way. You got Sam Burns shot his best round ever. He's LSU guy. My boy, my favorite non-American, Jason Day, is right there, three under. Uh, the
Captain
people,
America,
yeah, the people's champ, Patty Reed,
Patty Reed.
is right there. One of my other favorite non-American, Shane Lowry's there at two under.
Dude, I
Xander,
used to I used to like not mind Shane Lowry.
hmm
And then when he made the putt to ice in the Ryder Cup this year, I just uh it just rubbed me. I don't blame anything he did,
yeah,
but just me being an American and watching him like just it pissed me off.
uh, he's just I don't know. He's a teddy bear though.
He is, he is, he
He's
is.
he's a good dude. And then it's like all my favorite non-Americans are Tommy Fleetwood's at one under there.
Justin Rose, dude, the
Just Justin
grandpa
Rose.
just won't go away.
Yeah.
Grandpa just won't go away.
Yeah. So you got Gary Woodland at one under, who 3 weeks ago wasn't even qualified to play in the Masters. So, and then of course you got Scotty at two under. He'll probably win the whole thing, but
Yeah, he's not been
um,
playing great though. I don't
he
know.
hasn't. But he's going to be right there. And then when it comes to Sunday, he's going to turn it on. Uh,
Yeah.
he's gonna his he'll get all of every approach shot on Sunday will be with
But
inside
then
10 feet,
yeah, it's
and
unbelievable.
and yeah. So, but Max Homa's there at even.
Yeah, I got a
JT,
little bet on Max
JT's
Homa.
JT's at even. I'd love to see JT get a green jacket. Speed's even. Brooks Koepka's at even. So,
It
uh,
hasn't rained there in like a month, and they've just
yeah.
been talking about how dry it is and how fast the greens are, and so the guys who teed off in the morning, when there's still some dew on the ground and it hadn't got real warm yet, those guys are really the ones that were scoring,
Uh
and
huh.
it'll be the same. It'll be the same every day.
Yeah.
Whoever can go off early, obviously on the weekend, the guys with the lower scores will be teeing off last, but whoever can go off early, that's the chance for people to score. And the
hmm
people who go off in the afternoon, you just gotta like get through, like
hmm
just make it.
Yeah.
And
You
so
just got to
the
grind.
and so those people who teed off in the afternoon today, like they're gonna be the ones going in the morning
hmm
Friday when this pod drops. And I expect to see some low scores Friday morning, like some of these guys that are even right now, like, I expect to see them shoot up to 4 or 5, and maybe some of them guys that are 4 and 5 shoot even because 'cause they'll be going off in the afternoon,
hmm
so,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always just such a fun cat and mouse game and seeing how they gotta play the course based on how dry it is and how fast the greens are rolling, and, uh, yeah, it's just very, very intriguing. I love it.
hmm No, same. It's the best. You can I could sit and watch it all day, and I did for most
Yep.
of the day today.
A couple
So
of the shockers, Bryson DeChambeau 4 over today,
yeah,
and, he teed off in the morning. So
yep,
he just couldn't get nothing working. He got his 3D printed irons this week. So John Rahm, 6 over. A lot of people had a lot of bets on DeChambeau and Rahm,
yep.
to be, and not saying they can't be contenders still, but they're gonna have good rounds to even make the cut. And
Yeah,
then
it's a lot of ground to make up.
those are 2 guys who can get hot real quick,
Oh
They
yeah.
could be 7, 8 off the lead Saturday, and next thing you know, they're 2 back going into Sunday.
Hmm.
Um, let's see, any other, notables? Freddie Couples is like 1 under for a while.
Dude, he got to
Eh,
2 under
did he get to 2?
on the back nine, and then had a terrible 15th,
Yeah,
and which a lot of people did today. But yeah, I think he had a quadruple bogey on 15, and I think he finished at what 5 or 6 over.
yeah,
But I love Freddie Couples, one of my favorites, dude.
dude.
I would have loved to have seen him finish at like 200 today. It would have been incredible.
His freaking swing is just the
Eff,
smoothest,
effort.
most beautiful thing, even at his old age. I mean, not a
Yeah,
thing has changed.
yeah.
And I was watching him in that par three on Wednesday, and I was just like, dude, it's just I don't see how it's just unbelievable how effortless it is.
Hmm.
And so it's just a thing of beauty if you're a golf fan.
Love Freddie Cup.
Yeah, everybody loves Freddie. I don't know anybody who doesn't like Freddie. Um,
Roommate of Jim Nance in
yep,
college.
yep. Freddie did say in an interview that he regrets he got the salmon instead of the fillet at the champions dinner, and
Oh, well, that's your problem.
yeah, like that's what are you doing, Freddie?
Yeah,
Come on, you're gonna shoot 6 over when you go with salmon over a
yeah,
wagyu fillet. So,
yeah.
um, so
As
yeah,
my man Ron Swanson would say, fish is for sport only.
that's correct.
Fish meat is basically a vegetable. So
Don't tell the people at the catfish all that. Um,
it's a little different.
couple no, I want to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
Kevin Hart, Jason Kelsey, even my boy Pat McAfee were sent out to Augusta and made some, for entertainment purposes for ESPN. Um, I've seen several people that are very, very disappointed in it. I've seen some people who like it,
Hmm.
just going around making clips, doing their normal stuff, being funny. Um, thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't see McAfee out there. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I saw Jason Kelsey and Kevin Hart out there. I'm I don't know. I'm indifferent. I mean, I'm definitely old school in the fact of like I want to keep all the tradition and all the, all there's people that have beef with like that you can't call the fans, you have to call them patrons, or you can't call the rough, you have to call it the second cut. You can't call it the fourth round, you have to call it the final round, all that kind of, there's rules that are in place and traditions that are upheld. I'm actually in that camp, but I'm also in the camp of growing the game, and uh, I'm like I'm a best of both worlds kind of guy. So I I don't know. I don't know that I have a problem, especially at the par three. Now, if they'd have gone out there today, and maybe they did, I didn't see that. But was it just at the par three that they were
I didn't see them out there today. I'm not saying they weren't, but I
right?
I did not see them out there today.
Okay, so I mean, if it's just for the par three, now I can see where it's traditionally been more about like the
Family, the
the fan,
kids.
yeah, that stuff. And so I would I don't know, I have always loved that aspect of it. But I don't know. maybe don't include them in the par three, but just maybe if you want to have them there as patrons and just interview them, like with what's her name,
Dottie.
and well, no, not Dottie. What's the chick that used to be on College Game Day? Now she's going to do Monday Night Football. Laura Rutledge.
Oh, Little Rutledge, yeah.
Yeah, she sits out there and like interviews people. Like if you want to do that, that's fine. But I have always loved that it's about like the families and like seeing the little kids out there and the
Yeah.
thing, or Jack Nicklaus's grandson getting a hole in one that year. Like
Mhm.
that kind of stuff is what it's about. So I mean, I'm not like throwing my hands up that they were part of the par three thing, but you know, it the Masters doesn't need to any fluff to make it any better. Like
Correct.
there's not a lot you need to do to now. The only thing I'll say is, and I think would do incredible ratings. Maybe not forever, but they added the women's amateur. That's a new thing in the last 7 years or so. I think at some point it's got to be in the spring time still, maybe like after the Masters. I think it would do really well like the week after the Masters, but get regular golfers like 15
Pro-Am?
like 15 handicaps out there and do a tournament, kind of like the not Special Olympics, but but just like regular golfers,
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
extreme difficult course and conditions, and seeing how they do. And like you could do it with like celebrity, like like the Internet Invitational guys or something like that. But
Or even like Tony Romo, Steph Curry's, like
yeah,
those guys who always go out there and do that at Lake Tahoe every year.
but I think it'd be. I mean, I don't know how you would do it, but do some kind of uh like a raffle, uh
Yeah.
like for all those of us that have been for years trying to get Masters tickets. They're like, you didn't get tickets this year, but they're like,
You
boom,
get
you've been selected to play in the loser invita or like the 15 handicap invitational.
Yeah.
Like that would be.
That'd be so awesome.
I just think it would be incredible just to watch Gary, a plumber from Utah,
Yeah. Yeah.
on the first tee.
Yeah.
And just be like, I don't think you'd have real fans there, but just have like maybe like COVID, like the cardboard cutouts to see how many people just smoke a spectator or excuse me, a patron.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
I think there's a real opportunity there. Anyway, that's a dream of mine that I think would be a fantastic watch. Rolling the greens the same as they do the Masters, just watching dudes putt it off the green from the other side.
Yeah, it's so crazy because it's like number 1 on my bucket list is to go to Augusta. I've never really even thought about playing it. I've never even thought about getting a chance to play it. It's just, like, so far-fetched that
Well, yeah,
it's never even crossed my mind.
exactly.
But I'm trying in my new profession to get to know the right people and,
Please do.
um, because apparently there's several people in this profession that I'm in now, this insurance life that, get tickets regularly out there and know people out there, and so,
Mhm,
yeah, that's maybe a perk, we'll see. Um, speaking of, if they did adopt your proposal
mhm,
and you and I got drafted to go play Augusta
mhm.
from the which teams are we playing from?
I mean, I don't think you well, I don't know, I guess you play from the tips if it's
Let's do
the
it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just as
if
they
it's
do on Sunday,
yeah,
on the final day. From the
mhm,
tips, greens roll just as they do. Um, this is always a question that can like get a lot of heat when
mhm,
people are honest. I've never even seen it in real life. I don't have any idea. I know you can hit it right in the middle of the fairway and the ball can be 4 feet above your feet.
mhm, yeah,
But about a on my best summers, about an 8 handicap here, 7 or 8 handicap.
An seven or eight?
Speaking for me,
Okay.
um, could I'm scared to even put a number on it. I'm
Okay.
afraid
Well, before you continue any further, what's your lowest round to date that you've ever shot?
74.
74. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 81 for me.
Okay.
I've done it like 3 or 4 times, but I've never broken 81. So, okay.
Cooper's Hawk at Melbourne, one of my favorite courses ever. Um,
Okay.
I shot 75 at Bella Vista Country Club 2 summers ago, I think. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, that was my question was just
Okay.
so I'll let you continue on
Yeah, I mean,
where you were headed.
I don't even know like what would the over under be? Like
Oh, it's
one.
if you're over a 10 handicap, it's over definitely 120.
Okay.
I've only broken I played the blessings 4 times and only broken 100 twice there. And
See, I've never got to play
I'm
the blessings.
assuming Augusta is harder than
Yeah, for sure.
the blessing.
Um, yeah, I
Those
don't know. I would like to think I could break 120, but I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
Here's the scary thing. I think of like 11, the first hole of Amen Corner.
mhm,
Um, there's several holes, but those guys are hitting driver and then 6 iron,
mhm,
and there's water hugging the green.
mhm,
Well, if they're hitting driver 6 iron on a par four, we're hitting driver 3 wood and probably still laying up.
mhm,
Like that's a thing that I don't know about. Um, Obviously, lots of 3 and 4 putts, 5 putts. That's what makes Augusta so special is the
yeah.
greens but I don't know, 120 maybe pushing it. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I'd like to know.
I think I think the number starts at 120 and goes up from there. I Yeah, I think it's tough. I think it'd be tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, anyways, one day, good Lord willing, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
All right, as we wrap up, Hogs at Alabama this week, baseball, changing up the starting rotation, starting Hunter Dietz on game one, starting Gibbler on game two, game three TBA. Um, if you're Dave at this point, why not shake it up? Just see what happens.
Yeah.
Just see what happens. Alabama's really good. I don't even know what they're ranked. I know they're in the top 10, I think.
Mhm.
We could easily go down there and get swept. I think if you go down there and get one, you're probably pretty happy, honestly. But
Yeah.
um, uh, yeah, that's spring football. I'm gonna give you a job.
Okay.
I know you're the one with the newborn, but I'm still giving you a job
Okay.
by next Friday. So you got a week's worth. I need a really thorough, in-depth spring football report from our football guru, Andrew Drake.
All right. I
What
am going actually give me a couple weeks. I'm gonna go to the spring
you go
game.
spring game? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really weird because I'm usually like pretty interested in spring football. And I'm like
Mhm.
watching the press conferences and dude, I just can't. I could be sitting here for an hour and I'd rather play Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PlayStation than watch spring football press conferences. And that's crazy. Like, because I'm always like very interested in like how things are looking, but
Mhm.
I just can't get there. I don't know. I don't know
Well,
why.
once the Masters is over, it's pretty dead. Until till the PGA, or I mean for me anyway, till the PGA Championship, and then you got U.S. Open and the Open. That's really it. And
Yeah.
then Uh, although my Cardinals are playing better than expected at the
They
start of this.
are, they
So,
are, they are. Bravo to them.
so
JJ Weatherholt.
maybe I'll tune into some of that. But no, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get a let me do some research
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I'll go to the spring game and let me report back after the spring game.
Sounds great. Sounds
And
great.
we'll there's a apparently they're opening up the autograph session again after the game.
Oh, really?
But you can only bring the poster, a team poster that they are providing you. You can't bring like your own stuff.
That sucks.
So, but I'll throw some questions out there. I'll see if I get an answer on possible uniform updates.
Okay.
I'll see if we can, see what we can get out of some of the players.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
yeah,
Sounds good. On the ground. Never Yield podcast live on the ground, getting
yep,
all the information.
that's right.
Um, I
Barring
have,
barring possibility of a sick child or a birthday
yeah,
party that I have to
yeah.
go to, but I'm planning on going to the spring game as of
Okay.
right now.
Um, I have one hot seat before we exit today.
Okay.
Going back in time to the hot season shout outs.
Mm-hmm.
On the hot seat, underwear.
Okay.
Underwear is on the hot seat. I don't know where underwear's went, but underwear needs to come back for some people. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but I'm gonna pull
Dear
up a.
Lord.
I'm gonna. Oh, there's no way you haven't seen this. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna pull up a clip, and I think it's a great idea for everybody to make sure you wear your undies in all situations. Okay. And here's why. Oh,
I have not seen this.
all right. You're in for a treat.
Am I?
Fly ball down the right side, and it'll twist off foul.
Oh my Lord!
Okay down there? Twist off foul. Everybody okay down there?
Oh my Lord!
I don't want to get copyrighted, but so that's all I'm gonna play. Dude sold out. Dude sold out for the
Was that a dude?
for the that was a dude. Yes, that was a dude.
Oh, I thought it was an old lady.
No, it was a dude.
Oh God!
At first I didn't know either, but I got confirmation that it was later a male. But hey, his crack was showing before he even fell down though. Like
Dude.
dude, but that came straight down to his knees, brother. Like,
Oh.
hey, let's just make sure we're properly equipped when we make appearances in public.
Oh.
Can we all
Wow.
get amen to that?
Amen. Good Lord.
Oh, but yeah. He's been, I can't believe you haven't seen that. It's been all over my algorithm. So
Well.
with all the memes and all the jokes, and it's been great. So anyways, yeah, good. That's the last thing you're gonna see before you your head hits a pillow. Your head hits a pillow tonight and you close your eyes. So you're welcome. Anyways, that's going to wrap us up here at the Never Yield Pod. We appreciate everybody for giving us a listen. Give us a like, a follow, subscribe, all the social medias, and Andrew, take us home with me.
Well, on that note, definitely stay classy, never yield, and enjoy Masters weekend.
That's right.
I'll be at my daughter's cheer competition, but I'll have the iPad.
You gotta quit. You gotta quit admitting that out loud.
Anyway, I'll have the iPad with me, and the AirPods. We'll be
That's right.
watching it among anything else. But anyway, yeah. Enjoy your weekend. Have a pimento cheese sandwich. Get you some barbecue. Shout out Wright's Barbecue, not a sponsor, but should be, of the Never Yield Pod. But they have a little Masters pack that you can go get. So if you're in the Northwest Arkansas or Little Rock markets, you can pick one of those up and enjoy the Masters with some great barbecue, pimento cheese, sandwiches, and chips. So
There you
go
go.
get go get you some.
Great marketing. So, all right. We appreciate everybody, and we will catch y'all on Tuesday. Woo pig.